Good morning. Well, I'm Francesco di Renzo. I am the local coordinator for the SINCHEM program in Montpellier, France. And in some way my role is to organize the activity of SINCHEM students in our university. We are one of the 7 members of the consortium. The main role is to make all the administrative tasks compatible in between countries of the 2 countries of the co-tutelle of our students. All our students have their activity in 2 universities in different countries. And different countries also, when they are in Europe, they got so different administrative requirements. I think that the learning progress of SINCHEM has been especially to make compatible practices in different universities. And this has been very important also for other students. Really I think that SINCHEM gave us the opportunity to discover the differences between practices and to prepare to a future of more integrated European universities. Co-tutelle, co-supervision is the fact that students will receive the PhD degrees of 2 universities in 2 countries. And the most important thing is that they develop their activity in 2 countries, 2 laboratories with complementary expertise. Do you know, our students, they are playing a challenge in some way. They are coming mainly from countries outside Europe. For them, it is really the opportunity to become independent from quite often in their original countries they got a quite formalistic education. They are very good chemists, but sometimes they are just a bit book chemists. And in the moment in which they realize that they have to be creative in their laboratory work, well, that's sometimes a revolution for them. And the maximum challenge is to realize that they have to work in 2 different situations, in 2 different laboratories for complete their work, to realize that they have not to look at their research from just one point of view. That's probably the most interesting thing for them, to be able to look at what they do from a broad point of view. It's very formative for them. It's extremely useful and extremely challenging because when you came from another continent, to adapt to the customs not just of 1 European country, but 2 European countries, it is challenging for them. But when they are able to react positively to the challenge, I think that they are really ready to go further. Things are not always easy for our students. They are doing, the most challenging thing of their life in some way. In many cases, they have difficult moments, and it is not always easy to help them. Probably the most interesting point is that there is a great solidarity among them. They are in the same situations also if they are in different countries. And I saw that they exchanged on their social networks about their situation, and they discussed among them. It was really they created a community between them, and it was very useful for them to share experiences, difficulties. Do you know, we have in all our institutions services to provide help to students, but they are in quite a particular situation, being in co-tutelle, so moving from one country to another, it means that also if you got a bursary, it means that you have to organize your lodgements, your travel, your in country in which not everybody speaks English. That's no, really in some moments it was very, very important to discuss with them not just of their subject, but to share with them their problems. I must say that our students they were quite daring in accepting this difficult task, and they were quite proud to go up to the end, also going through difficulties. It was not always easy. In SINCHEM, well, we spent several years. We got 5 years of recruitment, so we had in some way time to experience many different situations. Probably the most difficult situation we had in SINCHEM was when some students got serious problems in the environment of the country in which she was. At that moment, really, we had to share problems with them. In most cases, I think we were successful, but it was quite involving also from the human point of view. Well, they were quite special students, because normal PhD students, they are in the country, they are continuing their studies, and this is something different from them to discover new worlds. But, well, in some way, doing this was also very, very satisfactory when we managed to solve their problems. And probably the most satisfying thing from the professional and human point of view was the collaboration we got in between the laboratories. Do you know, the idea of co-tutelle thesis, it's not important just for students, it's important also for us. Well, the world of research is competitive, but we are aware that best results can be achieved by collaboration. And the opportunity of collaboration we got with SINCHEM was unbelievable. Really, how to say, I think that collaborative projects from Europe of any kind are really an opportunity to make not just more profitable, but also more humanly interesting the research work.